good looks like. So this is survey, again, the data is pulling across 500 professional services firms. Utilization under 60%, you're in trouble. Key to utilization is supply and demand matching. So if you don't have a good forecast, if you are not able to look out 6 to 10, 12 months ahead, you're not able to align your workforce with your demand. And that could be upside and that could be downside. But you have to, consulting is a business where you are supplying people on a temporary basis to solve problems. If you have too many people sitting around waiting to solve problems, you have a problem. If you have too few people waiting to solve problems, you can't take on new problems. You have a problem. And so forecast is a criticality to utilization. Gross margin. You're under 30%, you're in a world of hurt. If you're at 45%, you're golden. And this again goes to one is controlling the cost of your labor force. Two is supply demand matching, controlling your bench time. Bench hits gross margin all the time. EBITDA, this is now again that like if you've optimized delivery as far as you can, you've got to find leverage in your G&A. You've got to pull this down tighter and figure out, am I actually getting the efficiency out of my go-to-market team that I want? Am I staffed optimally? And where am I using AI in this world? Where am I using AI that is going to be more efficient than hiring or having headcount? And again, I can just speak to my most recent experience. We pulled 3 days out of our close. AI workflows, we're down to a 7-day close. Looking at the team, looking at the overall structure, there's a whole lot of analysis that I'm able to now do working with Claude that would before I was already like, maybe there's a need for another FP&A role. And so these are efficiencies that you can get, but do watch your Anthropic bill because it can get out of hand. Sort of as sub KPIs to this, two other areas that I look at closely. One is revenue per consultant. If you're in the 100, under 200K range revenue per consultant for onshore resources, pricing changes if you go offshore, but if for onshore resources, you're not really covering your costs at the level you need to hit the gross margin you need. And so look at your pricing, look at, whether that is your hourly pricing or that is your milestone-based pricing. Are you putting too many people on projects? Are you putting the wrong level of resource on a project such that the project is not profitable? Because all of that is going to hit revenue per consultant. And then the final one to look at, this is again to go back to the grocery store analogy, is revenue leakage. If you're like, oh, we do time monthly, I guarantee you 5% of your revenue is lost to shrinkage. If we do time weekly, you're going to be much better. And it's always, again, it's that piece of like, oh, that meeting that ran an hour long. Cool, you remember that on Friday, but you ask me on May 30th, what happened on May 3rd? Oh, I was in meetings 8 hours a day. So like, really look at your revenue leakage. We have built out an entire analysis package at my current company that goes through and every payroll cycle, I know who has put in less than 40 hours a week, both billable and non-billable time. I know who is working over 50 hours a week. It maps PTO. It makes sure basically that I am getting an accurate picture of the time and I am able to quickly and efficiently remediate and solve for revenue leakage when I see somebody is like, hey, wait, why did you only bill 32 hours the last 2 weeks? Oh, well, the client kind of tapered back. All right. Hey, seller, you need to go talk to the client because if they can't give us the 40 hours a week we contracted, then we need to either reprice or move the resource because we can't have somebody sit there at 70% time.